The Kern High School District had a meeting last night in which Title IX was brought up. About 10 different community members spoke out and urged the board to approve a resolution in support of Title IX. Each person got about 2 minutes. All of them were against transgender students and student athletes. After the end of the hearing, the audience applauded. Lori Cinceneros, a trustee on the Kern County Board of Education, said, "I applaud Bakersfield Christian High School for forfeiting their volleyball game against Ridgeview High School. It's time for Kern County to take a stand on this. It's time to protect the dignity and safety of the girls." Several people brought up concerns about having boys in the girls' locker rooms and bathrooms, as well as and it's written alleged, but there's no alleged, unfairness of transgender student athletes competing in women's sports, which they say could lead to severe injuries and lack of opportunity for the girls. Did I mess up? Okay.
No, it is a guest that we had last week that had a question for you.
Oh, okay. Is she still here? I'll go talk to her. Oh, okay. LJ, Kern County Family Magazine. She just works right across the parking lot. So she could have just texted me, LJ. She has come to the studio.
She's in there right for you. He was like, "Do you want me just to pass it along to him?" It's like, no.
No, she wants to wait for me. Okay, I'll go out there in the next break. LJ Radon from the Kern County Family Magazine, who was our guest last week, is sitting in the lobby waiting for me. But several people brought up their different concerns. District staff said they haven't been made aware of any incidences like severe injuries involving transgender student athletes, though several parents and guardians have complained about the students to the board over the years. After the comments were finished, board member David Manriquez asked the public not to fabricate facts, as the goal is to encourage the children in the community to be critical thinkers as well. He said, quote, "Make sure that we're not fabricating boys in junior high prancing around in locker rooms." He specifically said junior high for a reason there, because one person in the audience said, "Oh, but they are." To which Mr. Manriquez continued, "Because we don't have locker rooms in junior high." You see what he did there? You see what he did there? He made sure to specifically say junior high. Didn't say the high school, though. Didn't mention the high school where we do have locker rooms and where I'm sure that could take place. Nice job there, Mr. Manriquez. In a previous meeting, board member Derek Tessinger requested the board to consider a resolution to support Title IX. The resolution asserts that biological differences between male and female athletes can create inherent advantages in competitive sports, especially those in categories that are for girls. If somebody listening to the sound of my voice right now can call in and explain to me why it is fair to let a boy play on the girls' team and compete against other girls, I'm willing to hear you out. But I find it just a bit of hypocrisy, because it's the same people that will tell you, follow the science. When we're talking about like vaccines and shots and stuff like that, the whole thing for COVID and all these vaccines and they're against RFK. And, well, you just got to follow the science. You just got to follow the science. But when it comes to transgenderism, when we follow the science and say, but she's got boy parts, and she's probably, the chromosomes there. I don't know if that has to do with science, but the chromosomes say she is a boy. But see, when it comes to transgenderism, it's not about science, it's about feelings. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell somebody that, oh, I don't care how you feel about vaccines, it's about the science. And then when we turn around and talk about transgender, well, it's not about the science. XY chromosomes, those don't really mean anything. That penis between your legs, oh, that's nothing. Sorry if you have kids in the car. I apologize. But can anybody explain to me why that's fair? Because Johnny feels like a girl, he's going to go play volleyball with the girls against girls. How about this? How about we start co-ed leagues? How about we just go co-ed? And both boys and girls, if they want to play against each other in the same sport, they can sign up all they want to. And that's where all the transgender kids can go play. And if boys want to play only against the boys, they can go play the boys' sports. If girls want to play only against the girls, they can play in the girls' sports. But then there in the middle, we can have this co-ed team where both boys and girls and transgenders can all get along and play in the same sport all together now. Why isn't that an option? Are you going to say, well, that's unfair, JR? The boys would have an advantage in that co-ed league. Well, duh! That's the whole point of my argument. So somebody, anybody, you're more than Cindy. I haven't heard from you in a while. Please explain to me how that's fair for now you're trying to make it fair for the transgender kid. Okay. But in the process, you're making it unfair for a whole gender of kids. But that doesn't matter. You see, and that their way of being inclusive is leaving people out all the time. All the time. We're the party of being inclusive and equity, and we're all equal, except if if you're a staunch Republican or a conservative, then you don't belong here. What? I thought we were open to all ideas. Which one is it? Goodness gracious. Can we just admit? I'm not going to get into the argument of transgender and whether or not that should be going on and whether or not that's a sin or whether or not we should be teaching that in high school. No, that's not my argument here. I don't want to hear that. That's a whole different conversation. I'm willing to put that aside and say, fine. If Johnny wants to act like a girl, Johnny can be a girl. But what he can't do is play in girls' sports. What he can't do is go into the girls' bathroom. That's all. Anybody? Nobody? 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. So what came out of the meeting doesn't change anything, really. The resolution doesn't change a thing. Doesn't change any policy in the district. It's just meant to express that the Kern High School District Board of Trustees has a collective opinion represented within the resolution. Mr. Tessinger goes on to say, myself as a trustee, I want the community to know that I don't approve of biological boys playing in girls' sports, period. And so that's a step in the right direction, I believe. It doesn't have the teeth that I'd like it to have in it. And if it's up to me, we change the entire policy. But we have to work within the framework that we're given. The Kern County Board of Education approved the same resolution back on August 12th in a unanimous vote. One trustee was absent. As the board was ready to take a vote, Mr. Manriquez, now let's be careful not to say that boys are in the junior high locker rooms because junior highs don't have lockers. Oh, but you did nothing to touch on the subject of boys in high school locker room, girls' locker rooms, did you? No, Mr. Manriquez, you did not, but thank you for showing your colors. He wanted to make sure that the school district has reviewed the resolution to avoid any litigation. Well, it's basically ceremonial, Mr. Manriquez. You can vote against it if you like. It's fine. We know you probably will. Hopefully somebody votes against you. When it was revealed that the school district did not conduct a legal review of the resolution and was not drafted by the school district, therefore unclear whether it truly applies to the Kern High School District, Manriquez said the board should hold off on considering the resolution until the resolution can be reviewed. To be continued, in other words. Thanks, Mr. Manriquez. Don't want to go around telling lies about boys in the junior high locker rooms because we don't have junior high locker rooms. What about them high school locker rooms, Mr. Manriquez? No mention of that. And the last time I checked, you shouldn't even be mentioning junior highs. Does junior high even fall under the Kern High School District board? No. They fall under the BCSD and whatever other district they're in. So worry about your high schools, Mr. Manriquez, and not junior highs, sir.